Hey guys, MUR-LOCK 68. Hope everybody's doing well. So you've seen the first video on this PL Pro 410 from PacLock. But as you see the title on this one, problems with the rebuild. And yes, this is the second attempt. Try to give you guys a brief synopsis of what has transpired so far. First thing first, 3 broken picks, hour and 36 minutes, no open. I decided not to post that video. I might have jinxed myself in the initial video when I said to you guys I'm going to rebuild this thing, and maybe I probably won't get it open. One of the problems, I knew I was going to have this problem, so I asked myself, did I want to have the problem of getting the key in the lock and then not being able to get it out, or just not being able to get it in at all? And that's as far as it goes. There's a reason for that, and I'm sure those of you who have been watching my channel know what's inside there. So this is, you know, there's no bullshit on this channel. It's full disclosure, guys. I think it was an hour and 36 minutes of failure, 3 broken picks, which I suspected was going to happen. I even, I have to be careful because I only have one key, but you notice the PacLock keys are very, very sharp. And when you're playing around with the way I am, sharp keys don't work. You have to round off the edges a bit, but that still didn't work, so I had to be careful on how much I wanted to play with the key. What kind of problems did I have? Pins dropping. Again, the reason for that, and I not having full control. I was using this type of tensioner for top of the keyway, and when you have to kind of move the core in the opposite direction, this doesn't work. So I put aside the whole day. It's 9 a.m. and we're going to get this open today one way or another. I've even enlisted the EDC kit here. I've got so many damn picks. 3 broken ones, doesn't matter. I get them delivered by the skid. But we're going in. The eviction notice has been served. Yeah. So that's pretty much, other than a ton of swearing and broken picks, and there's one important thing, is I'm having issues with storage. So I definitely didn't quit at the hour and 36 minute mark. My phone did, but it's still second attempt, and that's where we are. I'm going to try to feed off of anything at all that I learned. You're wondering, well, what the hell did you learn if you didn't get in at an hour and 36 minutes? And again, this tensioner here, it's the design of the keyway. You're not going to get a solid, tight tensioner. I almost wanted to attempt one of these, but it's not gonna work. I should have played around with this before turning the camera on, but we don't do that on this channel. Yeah, there we go, guys. Probably 3-4 minutes in already. So that's the update. And We'll see what we can do. Round 2. Try to bring it to you live, kids. So one of the biggest issues was dropping pins and having to go back and forth and back and forth. And my thought or my theory really didn't have concern that I couldn't get the key in. Does the lock work? I'm assuming. I can't see why it doesn't work. But I figured, okay, I can't get the key in, so just let me pick it, and then I'll come up with something else, maybe put it back to original. Gotta take an Uber here and get right to the back. And this is where I broke the pick every time. Right around pin number 4. I'm trying to get past it. Right here where I want to be able to control the cord counter, the tensioner is loose. So yeah, I think I've given you about 86 excuses, but we're going in. We are going in, kids. This is why I do this. I've got to have some fun. Right, can't pick Master Lock 3s for our whole life. Speaking of Master Lock 3s, you know, I tell people they're pretty easy to rake, bitch pick, zip. But if you really concentrate on SPP in them, they can be tricky. Simply because the trick is you need heavy tension there. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled program. This PL Pro that I have modified so much that I can't get the key in. Again, right here, my pick is stuck, and that's where I broke every pick. And I'm back to it. So, again, try to let off a little bit. I think I might have mentioned when I was planning on doing the rebuild, not a lot of pins. You know, it's not as if I couldn't get ASA spools in here or anything like that. They just don't fit. Okay, pin number 1. What did I learn in that hour and 36 minutes? Heavy tension is not going to work. It's kind of an oxymoron because heavy tension is not going to work, but if it's not heavy enough, it's just constantly dropping. So steady hand is required to keep tension just right, wherever the hell that is. Okay, tell you right now, that's the most movement I've had. There should be more movement. Well, I shouldn't say that. I thought there would be more movement. Now I seem to be... Okay, that's counter. Can you guys see it? I was about to say before that last click, if you were paying attention to the tensioner and my thumb, you might have saw that. I know I'm not the best with the camera angle, so let's go to the back. Pin number 7, way downtown here, is binding. I'll let off. Okay, now if you pay attention to the tensioner, guys, you might be able to catch that. Right there, counter, counter. I'm not getting what I want out of it. I'm gonna go back downtown there and see what's going on in the back. This tension is super, super light right now, and the pins are jammed. There's pin number 3. And just so you know, that hour and 36 minutes was about 2 hours ago, so I did have extensive physiotherapy on the hand in the last hour to prepare for this session. Okay, 5 is binding. Do my first pick change. Okay, trying to get under 4. I think it's now we're jammed right from 5, 6, and 7. Okay, there was a click out of 5, slight click there out of 3, and I think I overset. Oh, gotta go in deep. Okay, 6th. Okay, I felt a little movement there. Alright. Okay, 1 is binding. And here's the pick breaker. Trying to allow it to counter rotate. Oh boy, I got some more movement there, guys. I got some more movement there. I'm gonna come back up front. This is where the tension comes into play. I'm just waiting for pins to drop. I'm used to it in that hour or so that I was picking on it. Come on. Yeah, that was one pin dropped. It's in the back, either 5 or 6. There it is, guys. Can't believe it. There it is. The eviction notice was served. It was served early this morning. Told everybody to pack their bags. They had to get out. Okay. Pin number 4, slight touch. We are open. Now the fun begins, because I have to be careful not to lock the core. So we'll leave that right there. In honor of the late, great King Street Rob. We'll give it the old toss. We'll gather up some materials here. And we're gonna try to gut this. And what I'm gonna do is take a broken pick and keep it in there. That will help me control the core from turning back on me as I try to take the seat clip off. Okay, so the seat clip is off, guys. Seat clip is off. Hour and 36 minutes. I should have switched to that tensioner a long time ago, but I didn't do that. But guys, this is lessons that you're going to learn as you go along, right? And that's why it was important for me to let you guys know that I didn't get it open on the first attempt. Okay, so we've got 7 pins, and I'll talk you through it. Pin number 1, serrated key pin. Pin number 2, serrated key pin. Pin number 3, you guessed it, serrated key pin. Pin number 4, serrated key pin. Pin number 5, serrated key pin. Pin number, That's strange. I think I dropped one pin from the driver there from pin number 6, but we'll get to that. And pin number 7 is too small and it's standard. So the first 6 key pins, guys, are all serrated using American pins, very nice pins. And every chamber except 7 is nicely threaded. One of the reasons I was having some difficulty, but that's the game. So now I'll talk you through. This is in position 6, but we'll talk about that as we go along. This follower is just a tad off. Pin number 1, serrated. And that is a steel spring in 1. Pin number 2, serrated. Standard steel spring. Now, pin number 3, spool with the steel spring. Now, if you were able to hear that snap, crackle, pop there out of pin number 4, another spool with the deadly Bic lighter spring. I'm going to take a close-up of that spring, guys, so you can see how tightly wound that spring is. Let's go to 5. We've got serrated, and I know that I'm going to have trouble getting that spring out of 5. Oh, there it is. For steel spring. I'll turn it around. We'll go to 6. Oh, sorry, that was number 7 because 6 already took off. That is a tightly wound copper spring that I'm going to have trouble getting out, so let me just see. Yeah, you guys will see in the photo the size of that spring there and how tight it was. And then we'll go to 6. So position 2 and position 4, I did something I've never done. 2 Bic lighter springs, guys, in position 2 and in position 4. In position 6 and 7, 2 beautiful serrated spools from the American kit. 1 and 2 serrated, 3 a regular spool, 4 a regular spool. So 2 and 4, I'm almost positive you can even see them on camera there, how tight they are and the amount of tension behind those. I'll show you the key. Not sure where the hell I did with it. Probably buried now. Position 2, very low hanging fruit there. And then obviously 7 needed to go up into the ceiling. But you had that dreaded Bic lighter spring there. And 4, you can see what I've filed down the key. So the interesting thing is, I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this. I will include a photo of the stock pins, guys. So this is the rebuild, trouble and all, broken picks and all. We will include those in the photo for nostalgic purposes. I have to find the third one. Gotta have them all in there. Patience, practice, perseverance, guys. I'll take a close-up picture of the Bic lighter springs so you guys can see the thickness of those babies. Thanks for standing by, and remember, this was the second attempt, so almost 2 hours in. But I tried to utilize a little bit of what I learned, and that tensioner definitely was the difference, I believe, here. Stay well, and we'll see you the next one.